We have another game tomorrow, and that's an exciting game as well because there's Delhi, who maybe are hurting a little bit. Remember, they played a game just yesterday, right, on Sunday in Delhi itself, where they lost to Bangalore, and now they have Calcutta coming to play over there. Calcutta, of course, on the back of that 1 point because of rain. So, yeah, again, a team, Polly, you look at the Knight Riders, a lot of pieces there not working. So they'd be hoping that, tomorrow's the day that they can do this. They have a long batting, a ground which helps batters traditionally in Delhi. So they'll be looking forward to this game.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a good position, aren't they? Fourth on the league. They've played some good cricket. I think there's just been two opportunities where they'll be a bit disappointed with themselves. One was Alain Mumba to get that 2 points with all those run-outs that they had at the back end of that innings. Because
in Delhi, Mumbai. That was in Delhi, yes.
Yeah, they should have closed that game out.
Yeah.
And then the other night to have them 28 for 3 chasing that score that they had was a 160 odd. They would have felt that if we pick up a wicket here or two, Krunal Pandya, I mean, it's only his second 50 ever in the RPL. So that was the most unlikely kind of place to get success from. So if they'd been able to push home the advantage there. So it's been two where they almost could have qualified. You have to deal with that, but I think they'll be disappointed by that. But the key for me is they've got to find someone at the top of the order. Faf's been injured. He comes back. He doesn't really find his timing anywhere near. And I think the changing of that batting order, you've got guys in form. Rahul, I think he comes at number 3. He tries to do what we've seen the other number 3s do. And I think Tristan Stubbs needs to be moved up. He can't be coming in at 6. He's made, I think, 20s and 30s. He's had a lot of not outs. But I think your form player, he's been a bit of a form. You've had Rahul's been in form. I think get your 4 guys up as high as you possibly can in the batting order.
So then, according to you, it should be Rahul at 3, Tristan Stubbs at 4, maybe Axar at 5.
Yeah.
And then Ashutosh has been good at 6. He was not there in the last game.
Yeah.
Or did the impact sub him in? Oh, the impact subbed him in. He was not in the original. So, so there you go. So that would be
at the top, left-hander. He gets them off to a bit of a fly, takes a bit of pressure off Faf. I'm happy with that.
So then who's opening with him, Faf or Karun Nair?
No, Faf with Patel.
Get the Knight Riders team, and they've got a lot of batters, obviously. And who they're going to play? I mean, the last game, it's tough to say anything about that last game. Yeah, they gave away 200, but I think after the start that Punjab got, that bowling unit would be saying that 200 was not bad, right? They kind of managed to pull it back in the end. But do you make any changes in that team? Because otherwise it looks settled.
Quentin de Kock may be an option to come back in there at the top of the order.
But Cricbuzz has only got, two
goes,
chances, right?
Yeah. So they'll probably stick with him. I think bowling-wise, I think the spinners, we know what they can do in those middle overs, the Chakravarti and Narine. I think you obviously can dictate terms with there. I like the fact that they got Russell more involved in the last game. That was really good. And they've got the seamers at the top. Shakira, how do you say
Sakaria. Chetan Sakaria.
He didn't quite look up to it. If we can just bring that list up, I'm trying to think the one name I'm also missing is
Vaibhav Arora, Harshit Rana.
Yeah, Arora with his in swing he didn't quite get it going the other night. Harshit Rana. Yeah, they might look to maybe change something, but I'm trying to think how they would. Because they brought in Rovman Pal in the last game. He didn't get to the crease, so you can't exactly drop him. But I think the experience bowling-wise of either Spencer Johnson or Nokia could be an option.
But you'd prefer Nokia, right?
Russell bowling enough?
He bowled. He hasn't been bowling enough. But he came in the last game and bowled. He actually bowled quite well. He bowled some good Yorkers at the back end.
So the last game he did, I think before that I think 6 games he bowled 7-8 overs or something. So like an over and a half per game as an average.
Yeah, sure.
But he was getting a wicket. He would bowl an over, get a wicket, and then we wouldn't see him with the ball. So it has to be maybe just to preserve the knees, perhaps.
Yeah, that's where I wonder physically, can he back up game after game if he's doing a full workload?
That's what's been the enigma for them over the last. I mean, I know they won last year, but it's almost been 3 or 4 years now. Where what are we going to get from him? And there's no security about what you can bank on as a captain or team management. So if they can get him to go and do a little bit more, that's why I think he's just settled into that role of come on and bowl Yorkers. So it's just one role, and if we'd probably use you more at the back end. But he did play a good role last time.
Yeah, he did.
But he had to because of the other bowlers disappearing.
Yeah, and also it just brings you to that question. Like, I know that no player is bigger than a team, but some players you just can't see the team dropping them ever, right? And Andre Russell is just, it seems that kind of vibe with the Knight Riders. You don't think you'll see a team till he's in the squad, which doesn't have him in the 11 or 12.
Yeah, sure. No, that's, well, and again, he can have such an impact in such a small window of opportunity. He's an out-and-out match winner. Has been for a lot of franchises over the years, making that impact.
I suppose you just got to try and equate what level of consistency you kind of need from him. Like how often do you need him to step up? And if it starts to dwindle and gets less than 4 games a season or becomes 2 games a season, that's when they'll have to pull the trigger. It's hard, isn't it? I mean, it's emotional. It's one of the toughest things to do in sporting environments is when someone's been such a good servant and they still show you glimpses of what they're capable of. When do you pull the trigger? When do you say thanks but no thanks anymore? It's terrible, and to be able to do that, it's tough decisions. But they might make it at the end of the season if they feel like they have to. I very much don't see them doing it now.
Well, we have a player to watch out for from each team. Who's it going to be for you? Let's start with Knight Riders.
I think Cricbuzz needs to come to the fore there, and then
Chucky.
I'll go with Russell from the Knight Riders.
Okay,
I want to
nice.
see him make the impact.
And then for Delhi, I think they need, if they're going to go further in the tournament, they need to have something at the top of the order. So I want to see what Faf's going to do.
Okay, excellent for you.
Tristan Stubbs.